Off we go from Oakland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll get a chance to see what New Orleans can do on offense, led by Drew Brees. Speaking of leading, Drew Brees, the NFL's leader in completions, passing yards, and touchdowns through the first 14 games of the season.
He has to be one of the top guys in maintaining an even keel as well, because the previous 2 games for Drew Brees, 0 touchdowns. Hard to say that, right? And 6 interceptions total. In his last game, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions against Arizona.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air on second down. It's Brees. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So in Week 15, Brandon Cooks had a monster game. But you go back to Week 11, not even targeted in a big win over the L.A. Rams. I think that Sean Payton, their head coach, he wrote down a note that said, okay, no more of that. Let's make sure Brandon Cooks gets the ball. And, boy, did he perform against Arizona.
But the numbers have been a little up and down, but more so up. I mean, this is a talented guy with a bright future.
Yeah, it certainly is. What did he have in this last game? 7 catches?
Yeah, 186 and 2 touchdowns in that Week 15 game you mentioned.
He can flat out fly, and he also runs routes with great intelligence.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expect. You see it break down as the passer? I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Brees to throw again. Surveying the field. Now he's flushed out right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third and long, it's Brees. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. And that man that just toted the rock, Mark Ingram, closing in on third place on the Saints' all-time rushing list.
And how about the names out in front that he's closing in on? Because Deuce McAllister is #1 guy for them. #2 was George Rogers, who had won a Heisman Trophy when he was at South Carolina. And Dalton Hilliard. I'm proud to play. I actually played against Dalton Hilliard in college when he was at LSU.
Yeah, he was at LSU. You were at Tennessee. And You won that game against him your senior year, didn't you?
Well, actually, I think I was a freshman that year. He might have been a senior, but we got him that time.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked off, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale from 8 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Breeze going to throw. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, good, 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 good.
McGloin now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera, and it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Here's McGloin. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Breeze now on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. That catch good for only.
Has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. zone. Look at the dance and the juke. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
A big run that time by Murray. 49 yards on the ground. So 1 quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. 7-3 the score. And we're back to Oakland after this. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to Murray on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Second down, here's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Thomas has got it, complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze wants the football, and the Raiders pick it up, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
McGloin now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk or position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's McGloin, dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go.
The slot man in motion right.
No, check. Patriot.
On 1st down, Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. A strong running. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
Here's Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 5. They pitch it out to Murray. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. He'll look to throw. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because
and now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Breeze to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now Breeze on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From midfield, here's Breeze. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Breeze will try again on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And quickly they get to the line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. Going motion right, Snead. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Breeze to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Raiders are happy to be in front right now and just want to play two more solid quarters. The Saints didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the...
Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great time of year, isn't it? And I know that we've had a blast. doing these updates here for Madden, and we certainly hope that you've had a blast receiving them. Now, Week 16, we will not have updates for you, but we'll be back for Week 17.
We will indeed. I like how you just popped in there right after the incompletion. Happy holidays, very enthusiastic. No, certainly, everybody enjoy the time with friends and family, and looking forward to 2017.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 69 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. They'll try and sneak it, and he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal, down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt, and it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there, and they did it successfully.
To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It's the Saints' new acquisition from the Rams, Nick Fairley. Able to drop him for a loss of 4. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Fairley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And now another one thrown incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says, let's take a timeout. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running. Ingram. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3, Leopard. Leopard.
The play clock's running down. Again, it's Murray. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Paul Kruger there to bring him down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's McGloin. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Murray. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
McGloin now. Complete. The tight end Rivera. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And some space here. Picked off by Travis Carey. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Brought in by Walford, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third down now following the completed pass. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that's hooking, and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just... And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.